Hey peeps, Amy here, and I am sitting in my gym tonight. My husband's over there working out. You'll hear some noises. He's running on the treadmill. Got a couple other people here. And today we were doing some arm hooping. Somebody requested that I do some of it on the YouTube channel so that they could go back and revisit it. So I put a bunch of things together. Here it is. I hope it works for you. And I'm going to do some, I'm going to show you just a string of movements, and then I'm going to audio over them. Wish me luck on that. So here I am, and right now I am just working on making that hoop go around my hand, and I'm looking for some play space. One of the first things that we do is a transition, and to do that I actually put one hand into the hoop, go palm to palm, and then take the hand out. Now I'm going a little faster than I thought I would on all of this to talk through it. And now I'm taking that hand, I'm getting it out there, and I'm doing a circle, a big circle around. When you have it out further away, you have less control. When you bring that hoop in closer to your side, or your elbow, you bring your elbow in closer to your side, you have more control. You put it out there away from your body, you have less control. So I'm working on just making some transitions happen, moving that hoop around. This is a class favorite. It's an infinity. It looks really groovy, and all I'm doing is a figure 8 following my thumb in front of my body. And so I also can do a transition with this, and to do that, when I do a transition, I'm going to go palm to palm like I just showed you. So now I go to transition, I have my palm to palm together, and then I let go, and it's in the other hand. And I'm going to do that transition again, going from one side to the other. And there I go. I let it go, and we have the finger flare on the left. And then we've got the finger flare on the right. Going back into that infinity and then doing the thumb flare. I'm going to try to slow that thumb flare down just a bit. I'm showing you the hand positioning, and then as it comes around, I'm going to slide that thumb into it and get my fingers out of the way. That's a thumb flare. This is a little around the body movement, going into a helicopter, which is pinky to pinky in front and thumb to thumb in back. But regardless, just have fun with it and twist it. So with isolations, you work to keep a frame around your face. The hoop should always stay, your face should always stay center of the hoop. And now what we're doing is a two-handed isolation, and I'll talk it through right now. My hands are together. I roll it up to the side. Top hand comes off. I go pinky to pinky at the top. I roll it to the side. Bottom hand comes off. I go pinky to pinky. Wow, I went too fast on this. Top hand off, pinky to pinky, down to the side. Bottom hand off, thumb to thumb. Top hand off, pinky to pinky. Roll it to the side, bottom hand off, thumb to thumb. Now I'm just being a show off. And this is a one-handed isolation. And truly, for it to be a really good isolation, you won't see any wobble in the hoop. It'll just look like that hoop is rotating around. Now we're going to do what's called a smear. It's an orbit around your head. And it looks really groovy with some music and some dancing around. It's just an easy peasy, simple move to do. Next up, we're going to a move where one hand is tight, the other hand is loose. It's kind of the fake out hand. So my fake out hand in this case is that left hand. All the work is done with the right hand. And I keep that hoop in front of my body. Now I just changed hands to make my left hand my tight hand and my right hand my sneaky peeky hand. Okay, now you get to see my lovely boot as I do this again so you can see the full movement. Right hand is tight, up and down. Then I went to the left hand. One hand is tight, the other is not. Now I'm going back to center, and I'm taking that hoop and I'm just pushing it out to the side with the one hand. When I re-engage the other hand, it's basically a sneaky peeky hand. I'm just sliding the hoop over it and pulling it. I'm basically pushing that hoop right out across my face and then back in. Now I'm changing hands, so now that hand's going to be tight, and it's going to be the sneaky peeky right hand. That's nice and loose, running along the bottom of the hoop as I push the hoop across my face. There's the move without the sneaky peeky hand, and then I put the sneaky peeky hand back in. Now I have the option of going over the top of the hoop or coming on the bottom of the hoop. Either way works. Top of the hoop, bottom of the hoop. Top of the hoop, bottom of the hoop. Oops, no bottom of the hoop there. Now we're going to mix it up. We're going to go up and down and side to side. All right, and now we're going to go to wheel plane, and that's when the hoop is out to the side and it's like the wheels of a car. And when that hoop then is put in front of you, it's like the wall. That's wall plane. So we have wheel plane and wall plane. And now I'm going to do a little hinge work. And with the hinge, one hand is tight. In this case, it's my right hand. I'm just going to push the hoop, let it go behind me, and pull it down over me. Back. It's just like a door. And then back up. Push it back, bring it part way down, and back up. So there's two ways to do it. Either let it go all the way to the ground or stop it on your arm. All the way to the ground on the other side. Pause it. All the way to the ground on the other side. And this time I believe I'm going to stop it on my arm. There we go. Terrific. Now I'm going to take that hoop, I'm going to flip it across. I call this kind of the pizza arm thing. I have no idea what it's really called, but it's really looks kind of nice, and when you get a little flow to it, you have some music going on, it's kind of a nice move. So let me show this to you up close and personal. In this case, you're going to reach up under the hoop. And if you'll notice, your thumbs are on the inside of the hoop, your fingers grip to the outside every single time. Thumbs on the inside, let go of the other side and bring it back. And then bring it in, come up underneath the other arm, thumbs are both on the inside, and then bring it back. And this is how you play with it. Now I get really groovy here and I just try to reach across, but then I'm done. Now we're going to do a little lasso work. That's just simply spinning the hoop above your head. Changing hands, changing directions. And then I go down into what's called the Tinkerbell. And some of these we'll talk about in more detailed terms later, but I just wanted to give you an overview of some of the moves we've been doing. This is also called the washing machine when you keep it there, going one way and then the other. And that's it, peeps. You're good. Happy hooping.